Howdy fellas, I hope you're faring well where you are. A while back I made a video on handmade bad weather projects, and sometimes when I run out of something to do or the weather's bad, I come back here to this junk room, as I call it, where Jake and I spend a lot of time working on guns, building gun kits, and making knives. And I just kind of look around and see some of the stuff I have back here and come up with ideas to make something. So yesterday I was back here looking at a short starter that I'd made a while back out of a piece of a 1-inch wooden dowel. This is actually from a purchase that I've made for Cuddles, the fancy chicken, and pieces I cut off so that wooden dowel would fit in her house. And didn't do all that good a job on it. It was just something I was tinkering with. Yesterday I was back here and I looked at some elk antler that somebody had given me several years ago. And I thought, you know what, I can probably try again, see if I can't make a better short starter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the camera angle and pull you up a little closer, and you can see what I came up with. So what I'd done, I'd taken a pair of vice grips, and I was able to break the glue loose on what I'd done on this wooden dowel here. And what I did, I took a piece of that elk antler that I'd sawed off about, I think it's 1.5 inches long. And I had these ramrod tips that I put on a wooden dowel to make the other one, and it, like I said, didn't turn out all that well, so I thought, well, maybe I can do a little better. So what I did, I measured, like I said, this is 1.5 inches long, or wide, however you want to look at it. So I found the center point right there, and then I took the other ramrod tip that I had, and these are, by the way, threaded for your things that your cleaning jags or brushes or whatever you want to put on the end of them, if you put them on a longer ramrod. So I took that other piece of ramrod tip, and it's 1.5 inches long as well, so I cut that off to 3/4 of an inch, and I drilled a hole in the as close to the center of this as I can get it, deep enough that I could put that down in there. So I glued that. You can see if I hold it up a little bit closer that if the camera will focus on it, that's sticking out just far enough to get that round ball down into your gun where you can cut the patch off and get it started down the rifling. And what I did on this end, I not only glued this ramrod tip, but I also drilled a 1/16 of an inch hole in it and run a paneling rod or paneling nail through it and cut it off. And before I did that, put that in there, I took 1/8 of an inch drill bit and just kind of hand twisted it and kind of countersunk, made a countersink in it, I should say. Then I ran that paneling nail in there and I cut it off. Then I painted that down a little bit, and then I filed it where it's smooth, where it won't catch on anything. And I also cut this ramrod off after I drilled a hole deep enough down in it right there. I cut a little bit off of it. I think it was 4 inches long, and I decided that was just too daggum long. So I pushed that down in there, and I also put some glue on that and let it all set up. So that's just an example of something. You can look around at what you have, old antlers or even the wooden dowel. If I'd done a little bit better job at it, you can make yourself something useful and save yourself a little money. These ramrod tips are about $3. I believe I got them from Track of the Wolf. They're about $3 a piece, and you can make something that'll save yourself some money in the long run. And also, I think they look better than those round ball short starters that they sell. But anyway, that's an idea for you. Give you something to do when you ain't doing nothing else and the weather's bad. As always, I appreciate you watching and your comments. God bless you. Keep your powder dry, and mind your top knot, Pilgrim.